Hi everyone, I'm Islam and we are from Quality Capsule. Today, we are diving into a super important topic in risk management, which is understanding the difference between hazard, risk, perils, and harm. Now, you might think, aren't these just a fancy word for the same thing? Which is not exactly. Understanding these differences is the key in fields like workplace safety, insurance, and risk management. So, before we get started, again, if you are interested in sessions on risk management, safety, or everything between, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay looped with our latest content. Ready? Let's jump in. So, first, let's talk about hazard. When we say hazard, we are talking about a condition or object that has the potential to cause harm. Think of it as the underlying factor. For example, imagine an electrical cable with exposed wiring. That is exposed cable is a hazard because it has the potential to cause injury or damage. Now, if the hazard are the underlying danger, then risk is the likelihood that this hazard will actually cause the harm. For instance, if you are working alone in a remote area with no nearby help, the risk of personal injury might be higher due to the limited assistance in the case of the accident. So, risk essentially answers how likely is this hazard will actually hurt someone. Next, let's talk about perils. While hazard and risk are more about potential, a peril is a specific event that cause harm. For example, flooding is a peril. Flooding isn't a potential, it is an actual event, and what caused it may be a heavy rainfall and overflowing river, which are hazard. So a peril is a real situation that can lead to a loss or damage, while hazard is the underlying condition that can cause it. Now, let's move to harm. Harm is the actual injury or damage that occurs due to hazard, risk, or perils. For example, if someone slips on the exposed cable, which is the hazard, the injury they sustain is the harm. Harm is essentially the impact, whether it is physical, emotional, or financial. That is the results from the accident itself. Hazard have the potential for harm, risk represents the likelihood, perils are the actual event, and harm is the injury or damage that happens as a result. What's your take on this? Did you already know the difference? Drop yes if you did, or no if you learned something new today. Last but not the least, let's touch consequences and risk management. A consequences is the outcome of an event. So when we are assessing risk, we think about the potential consequences. For example, if a flood which is perilous occur in a poorly drained area, the consequences could be extensive property damage or even in danger to the lives. By understanding potential consequences, we can make better decisions on the risk management strategies at the end of this session. Remember, hazard is a potential source of harm, risk is the likelihood of harm happening, a peril is the actual event, harm is the result, and consequences is the overall impact. These differences can help in efficiently assessing and managing the risk in a various environment. So if you found this video helpful, please give us a thumb up and subscribe for more content on risk management and safety. And also check out the links in the description if you are interested in more in-depth learning on these topics. Thank you for watching. I will see you in next session.